Hey everyone, Devin here from Watch Enclave. Today we are looking at something really special, the Hamilton Khaki Field Murph 38mm on bracelet. And I've got to tell you, this review comes with a personal touch because I actually wore this watch to the 10th anniversary screening of Interstellar, but more on that story later. Now, if you're familiar with Hamilton's original 42mm Murph, you'll know it was a bit chunky for some wrists. Well, Hamilton listened to the watch community and here we are with the perfect 38mm version. But what makes this particular piece even more interesting is that we are looking at the bracelet version today, which adds a whole new dimension to this iconic timepiece. Alright, let's dive into the specs. First up, we've got a 38mm diameter, which is a noticeable drop from the original 42mm. This makes it much more wearable for a wider range of wrists. It's 11.3mm thick, striking that sweet spot of versatility. It's neither too chunky nor too slim. The lug-to-lug measurement comes in at 44.7mm, and let me tell you, it works perfectly on my 6.5-inch wrist. We've got a 20mm lug width, giving you plenty of strap options to switch things up. As for functionality, it boasts 100 meters of water resistance and a push-pull crown, making it practical for daily wear. Finally, it's powered by the H10 automatic movement with a Nivacron balance spring, which provides excellent resistance to magnetic fields, ensuring greater accuracy and durability over time. Now, let's talk about what makes this version special, the bracelet. It's a 3-link design in stainless steel, and there's something really clever here that you might miss at first glance. It features a quick release function. The bracelet itself has a primarily brushed finish, which I think works perfectly for a field watch. However, there's an interesting design choice at the deployant clasp. They've added polished strips running down both sides. Now, I'll be honest, while it looks attractive, I'm not entirely sure about the practicality of having polished elements on the clasp, since this is typically the first area to pick up desk diving scratches. But aesthetically, it does add a nice touch of refinement. In terms of fit and finish, I'm really impressed. The end links integrate seamlessly with the case, and on my 6.5-inch wrist, the clasp offers just enough micro adjust positions to get that perfect fit. The 20mm to 18mm taper provides excellent balance, making it comfortable for all-day wear. You know what's really cool? I recently wore this watch to the 10th anniversary screening of Interstellar, sitting there in the theater watching those intense scenes where the watch plays such a crucial role while wearing the actual piece on my wrist. That was something special. It really brought home how Hamilton and Christopher Nolan created something more than just a prop. They created a piece of cinema history that we can actually wear. The dial remains faithful to the original design with its jet black background and those beautiful cathedral hands. Speaking of the dial, there's anti-reflective coating on the crystal, but I should mention it's not the strongest I've seen. You'll still get some reflections outdoors, but thanks to those distinctive cathedral hands and the excellent contrast of the dial, reading the time is never an issue. Under the hood, we've got the H10 movement, which is based on the ETA C07.111. After testing it for several weeks, mine's running at about -5 seconds per day, which is pretty respectable for a watch in this price range. The winding action feels smooth and satisfying, and I particularly appreciate that there's no go state position. You just pull out the crown and set the time. Combine this with the impressive 80-hour power reserve and proven reliability of this movement, and you're getting incredible value. Plus, it helps keep the price point accessible for what you're getting. After wearing this watch for several weeks, including to that special screening, I can tell you the bracelet version transforms the wearing experience. While the leather strap version has that vintage appeal, the bracelet gives it a more versatile, everyday character. The weight distribution is excellent. and it just disappears on the wrist, despite having some presence. If you are deciding between the strap and bracelet versions, here's my take. The bracelet version gives you more versatility. You can always put it on a leather strap or NATO later, but having the bracelet as an option is fantastic, especially given the quality of this one. If you are interested in seeing this Murph on different straps, NATOs or alternative bracelets, hit that like button and let me know in the comments below. I'd love to do a follow-up video showing all the different strap combinations and how they change the character of this watch. Let's talk about where this watch sits in the market. When you consider what you are getting, a piece of cinema history, Hamilton's heritage, solid construction, reliable movement with 80-hour power reserve, and now perfectly sized at 38mm, the value proposition becomes really clear. Compare this to other watches in this price range, and you're getting something unique that combines both emotional appeal and practical functionality. Whether you're a watch enthusiast, a movie fan, or just someone looking for a reliable daily wearer with a story, the Murph delivers on multiple levels. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the lume. As with most Hamilton watches, the lume application here is, well, it's typical Hamilton. It glows decently bright initially but doesn't hold that charge for too long. I really hope Hamilton improves this aspect in future iterations, as it's one area where there's definitely room for improvement. After wearing this watch in various situations, from that special movie screening to office meetings and weekend errands, I can share some practical insights. The 38mm size really shines when you're wearing long sleeves. It slides under cuffs without any issue. The polished bezel, while it does show scratches, actually develops a nice character over time that fit the field watch aesthetic. In terms of comfort during extended wear, the balanced weight distribution between the case and bracelet means you hardly notice it's there, even after a full day. One thing worth mentioning is how versatile this watch is in different lighting conditions. Indoor lighting, direct sunlight, overcast days, or the dial remains readable thanks to those cathedral hands and the well-executed indices. Yes, there's some reflection due to the moderate AR coating, but it never becomes a deal breaker. So, is the 38mm Murph on bracelet worth your consideration? Absolutely. Hamilton has done something remarkable here. They've taken an already iconic watch, sized it perfectly, and now with this bracelet option they've made it even more versatile. Wearing this watch, especially during that Interstellar anniversary screening, made me think about something deeper. This isn't just another watch in my collection. When I look at it, I see more than just a timepiece. I see a conversation starter, a piece of cinema history, and something that connects different generations through both technology and storytelling. That's why I hope to pass this down someday. It's not just about passing on a watch, it's about passing on a story, a piece of both watchmaking and cinematic history that represents something larger than itself. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us at Watch Enclave for more watch content. I'm Devon. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, keep ticking, stay safe.